Kratom is a tropical evergreen tree. It's in the family of coffee.
Kratom is a plant that comes from a tree by the name of Mitragyna speciosa.
Kratom is a plant that originally only grew in Southeast Asia, although it is grown in many countries all over the world now.
Growing kratom in the U.S. is difficult for any strain because it's not native to this country. In order to grow kratom in the U.S., there are multiple steps that you have to take. You can begin to grow from seeds, or you can grow from a live plant. You can order the seeds of the strain that you would like to grow. Usually ordering the seeds isn't the most effective way to go. You have to plant fresh seeds, and fresh seeds means that it has to come from the plant, and you have to plant it within 2 to 3 days. The recommended process of growing kratom in the U.S. is to order a live plant. Usually you can find these live plants from most shops online that have their home base in other countries such as Thailand. The germination period of kratom is very difficult, and it usually takes a lot of practice, a lot of trial and error. In order to start a seed to germinate here, you do either have to have a controlled room or a greenhouse. You have to keep a temperature of about 70 to 90 degrees. The humidity has to be about 90%, 95%. Kratom takes around a year before you can harvest its leaves. Once you harvest the leaves from the kratom plant, it will not grow again.
So, especially in the New York region, kratom can be purchased in a variety of areas. Smoke shops, tobacco shops, vape shops are some places where you can get them. Otherwise, you can buy them online from a variety of sources. Currently, there are no restrictions on buying kratom in New York. There are several bills that are currently in process, and it's an ongoing conversation. One bill would ban kratom altogether, and then another would ban the distribution or the growing of it. And then there's yet another bill that would actually just prohibit it to 21 and older. So currently there are 6 states in the U.S. that restrict the use of kratom. Those 6 states are Alabama, Arkansas, Wisconsin, Tennessee, Vermont, and Indiana. I think that any substance has the potential to be abused, but that kratom specifically does not run a high risk of being abused. It's tantamount to kind of asking if something like Advil has a high potential for abuse. There are definitely still people who abuse it, but not necessarily because of the chemical component of the drug itself.
People take kratom for a variety of reasons. One is for pain, to help alleviate it, and the vein color of the kratom plants that help with pain are always red. The second reason is for mood enhancement, so that could be for depression or anxiety, and those would be typically your kratom plants that have white and red veins. And the third reason is for cognitive enhancing, and those have either white or green veins. In order to measure kratom, you either need to take a teaspoon and make sure that you're getting the right amount, or you can use a scale. An average dose is around 3 grams. However, a lighter dose for beginners is a 2.5 gram dosage. The way that most people take kratom in the native area is just to eat the basic leaf as it comes. However, dried leaves can always be chewed, but it's not recommended. The easiest way is powder, and you can take the powder and either put it into capsules or mix it in with smoothies.
I use kratom because it's a positive way to supplement. I see kratom as supplementing and not as drug use. And I think that kratom has such a negative connotation on it because of things that are misinterpreted or not understood.
I like kratom because I can use it for a variety of different functions in my day-to-day life and routine. I take it before work and it makes me more personable, more energized. I can work on tasks more efficiently. And I also take it before I work out and it helps me I feel a better workout.